Hi everyone, it is 4:25 on Saturday the 17th of June, I want to say. My camera's blurry. It's probably blurry because I've just had it down my bra, because that's where I keep my phone sometimes. What was I going to say? I weren't going to film today because I've got 150 clips on my phone to upload, but when I tried to upload a clip to this channel the other day, the first clip I was uploading, literally it wouldn't upload and it got to 7%. Then I started it again, it got to 7%, and I started it again. I don't know if it was this morning or this afternoon, but I started it again and I've just looked and it's on 74%. So it's uploading now, so I can get the rest of those off there. Because I've been filming quite long clips, like 3 minutes, 10 minutes and things like that, so it's going to drive me crazy because I like to be able to pick my phone up every 10 minutes if I'm feeling anxious, and normally I'll go on YouTube or I'll Google something or I'll do something to try and distract how I'm feeling. So I always, there's like periods where it says like it's going to take an hour to upload and I'm like, I can't cope with that just because of like I don't know how I'm going to feel. And there's times when I've started uploading something and it's got to half an hour in and there's like 45 minutes left and I've just simply had to stop it because I needed to just distract myself. And this morning, well, last night I filmed a clip when I was in the car from over channel and I was meant to upload it overnight, but I fell asleep at 3:30 and I slept right through till about 8, and then I was awake then, I couldn't get back to sleep and I didn't upload it, and I was like, oh god, it should have been uploaded. So I thought I'll just upload it now, it'll take an hour, and it said something like 3 hours, and I thought, because I'm awake now, there's no way I can be without my phone for 3 hours. So what I did was I didn't upload it. So tonight when I go to sleep, I need to upload that live to my channel because it's basically how I feel about certain things and issues at the moment. But it absolutely needs to be uploaded, and then I'm hoping to, by tomorrow night, get to the point where I've completely uploaded everything from my camera, and then I can start uploading from this phone, and when it gets to long ones that are over 3 minutes long, do that when I go to bed at night, because a lot of the nights I wake up, and I was surprised I didn't wake up last night because I thought I'll wake up and I'll go and start it, and I didn't. So most nights I do wake up every like 10 minutes or something like that. So I'm hoping, well, not every 10 minutes, I mean every 45 minutes. I don't know why I just said every 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that I do wake up, and then if whatever I've been uploading when I went to sleep still hasn't uploaded, I'm hoping that I can then upload it and get as many uploaded as possible. But there are some long ones, and now like I'm so conscious about doing long ones that like the clips I'm filming now, I'm stopping around every 1 minute, just because even minute long clips take 15, 16 minutes, sometimes longer, to upload. So I keep looking up at the clock now, and I need to get back in the habit of that. But once I've cleared the footage off this phone, I'm going to go back to filming on this camera, or I might even start when I'm halfway through the footage, go back onto this. But I can film longer clips on this because basically I can just set it up on my laptop and it can just upload whilst I've still got use of my phone. So I think I need to get back to this at some point and stop filming as much on this. But I'm finding that I tend to film more on here when I'm feeling down, and not always when I'm feeling down, because sometimes I just don't feel up to it, but sometimes when I'm struggling or I need a distraction, I come on here. Had my tea, then I got a text asking if I wanted anything from the Chinese. Typical. And I've not had Chinese this year at all. So I just asked for some steamed prawn dumplings, dim sum. And I just got a tiny bit of egg fried rice. And you get 4, I've had 1 already. But yeah. But I think even if I'd not eaten, I probably wouldn't have had much more than this anyway. The problem about getting other people to get your stuff is that you have to wait around for them. So my dad was meant to be home at 1:30, so I asked him to pick me some stamps up, and I was ready and I was going to go, and I was going to come down here and have a long walk for half an hour, and he eventually came in the house at 1:55, so I didn't get down here till after 2:10, so I'm only going to have 15 minutes walk. I'm actually on the last 5 minutes now, which I'm not too happy about because I waited a half an hour. I'm back in my car. I had to wear those sunglasses today. I didn't want to wear them, and I forgot my pink ones, and I remembered when I was outside my house, but I thought I just cannot be bothered going back in and getting them because I was in a rush anyway. So I knew I had 3 other pairs in my car, those ones that I had on, my blue ones, and some other mirrored ones that I've got as well. So I just grabbed them when I got here and put them on, but my face was sweating. I've just used wet wipes under my arms because I'm carrying them in my boot now, and they were nice and cold on me, which was really nice. So it's 2:32. I'm going to go and drive to Tesco now and try and get home before like school kicking out time, but it's highly doubtful because of my dad messing me around. That's the problem with like people saying they're going to bring stuff and they're going to be a certain time, and then you're kind of relying on them actually turning up on that time, and he's never on time for anything, so I should have known better than to rely on him. I wanted to like have half an hour down here, and like I've had maybe 15 minutes, but it's better than nothing, and like everyone's coming back to the cars now and can see what I'm doing, so I'm going to go. I've actually brought my sandals with me to put on when I get to Tesco because no one wants socks and trainers on. So basically I've decided there's no way I'm going to get home before the school time traffic starts because it's 10 to 3 now. I need to change my shoes, I need to put stamps on my post, I need to do my shopping, I need to go through, do the self-checkout, I need to get back to my car, and I actually need petrol or diesel really badly, so I'm not going to be able to do that in 10 minutes, giving me 10 minutes to get home. There's just no chance of that happening. So yeah, and I was just going to turn the camera around and film the people who almost just wrote my car off, but I thought, can't even be bothered with that either. The driving around here is, well, around where I live, this area, this town, is just absolutely dreadful. Like there was this car in the next lane to me, and it kept getting closer and closer, and I'm pulling over, and I pulled over as close as I could, and they were going around like a kind of turn, but you didn't need to like turn, if that makes sense. The road just goes that way, and literally as they got to the bit where they pulled across, they pulled over so far they nearly wrote the front of my car off. And then when I came on this car park, a car came flying out of one of the exit things and nearly wrote my car off. So I was going to show you them, but can't be bothered. Hi everyone, I don't know if you can actually see my face, and I've got earphones in so it might sound like I'm shouting, but I'm not. I'm just down the park, as you might be able to tell, trying to do 20 to 30 minutes. It's probably going to be about 25 minutes. I've got a hat on. I've had it off for the last 10 minutes. I had it on for the first like 5-6 minutes, and then I took it off because I do want to get myself used to the sun, because obviously I get sunstroke after half an hour. I am melting. You might be able to tell because I look like a big shiny balloon. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything. I really want to take my makeup off, but I'd just have to put it back on again, so I might put a little bit of powder there or just leave it. But I am actually going to get in the shower and take my sweaty clothes off. I don't know what to put on. Like, I don't know what to put on. And